Okay, let's do so today. Let me see what's happening on Steam. I don't want to buy. What I want to do is actually build one. So we're gonna build a game. How is it not? I thought it was here. Right, I know that I've got maybe a few examples of maybe I would like to see how this one would work. Multiplayer bomber. So what I want to do, missing project. Move from here. Interestingly, Elefoot football game. It's just so hard. I can't figure out how to, and I don't think I would do it in Godot because for this particular thing I need a very good language. It's probably gonna be C++ or Java because I need inheritance. I need OOP for this one. Nah, that's not gonna work. Tycoon. Yeah, I guess that's somewhat. Let me just see what it is. Do I have a? I probably don't. I never do anything. There's scenes. There's scripts. There's nothing here. No resources. Is that scripts? No scripts whatsoever. Alright, okay, well, we can do that. Tycoon, some sort of tycoon. Yeah. That's right, yeah, we can do that. So let's do this as being, so world means game. And the music is too loud for me. Let me just go and fix this for a second. I think I gotta just fix it here and okay, so I think that this should be okay. A little bit more from my voice, just about to hit the red. This one should be a little bit louder as well. Why is it not loud enough, this thing? I mean, the gain filters. I've got gain from 15. I'm gonna put, oh, I see why, because wait, because if I do that, wait a second, it's not that. I think it's because filters, it's because I removed the compressor and the limiter. So if I do compressor and the output gain is about, well, say 20, I think that's about right. I'm not sure, so alright, okay. So this is pretty good music, in fact. It's unfortunately it's just live, and so that might crash a little bit. So I'm wondering if I should do these things in here or not. So tycoon. Either tycoon or project settings. How do you? Yeah, that's the one. 2D lighting. 2D lighting. Interesting. Yes, I know there is something like that. Touch the creeps. I mean, I think what I want to do is something from this point onwards, which is let's edit this game. I think that's it's F5. So I think it doesn't do anything. Oh, okay, so you just move here. But does it, if I click, does it do anything? No, there was one that there was an example where you could click and you would have something happen, because these things would be reactive. What is that? Oh, okay, different patches. Okay, got it. Okay. No, I don't... Unless there's a... Is there like a script here that I can use? So it does... So this is not it then. This is a different octagons? 6. Is it 6? It's 6. Yeah, it is 6 size. Script. There's a script here. Oh, that's the moving of the troll. But the tile map sometimes has a script associated to it. Okay, Alright, before I even do anything, I would just like to edit the settings. Can I not about... Is there a way? 3, 2, 1 stable. I'd like to have... I mean, I could... No, not this one. I could obviously... try default... No, default... Default? I wrote it. Default. Which is very similar. And he uses Lua for scripting language. Requires Ubuntu. I mean, obviously I could try that. 300. I mean, for that, I mean, I already have this thing, and I don't know how to operate this anyway, so I could try Unity because it's C#, but it takes a long time of downloads, and so I don't think I'm gonna do that. So, let's find out what I want to do first, and then... So I want something... I would like to have something that I could interact with the back. So, yeah. That's why I built the Tycoon, is so that I could, potentially, that's why I'm gonna take care of the Tycoon. It's because... So, when we... So this is the only thing. This needs to be here. I forget what it is. Why? But anyway. And this is just an icon because, well, because why not? So I'm gonna go resources. I'm gonna go and create another... Well, fuck it. It's fine. And scripts. Okay. So what I want to do... So I want to create another one, which is a tile map that I can interact with. So I'm gonna do a new scene. It's called, I guess, it's a playground, right? But it's, oh, I forget the names of these things, but I guess it's gonna be, well, I'm gonna click playground, but it's not, it's the tile map, it's the map, I guess. And map, okay, so interesting, it just didn't saved one modified. That's very interesting, it didn't update this. I thought it would have created it inside. So how the hell, I mean, new scene, yeah, called map. And then here we are, okay, and then if I, well, okay, so to do scene, yes, that's fine. If I save it, map, oh, there you go. Okay, so it's a 2D net. It's actually going to be a tile map. So I'm going to change the type to tile map. And I know that tile map has tile map. In fact, I mean, this is going to be rename. It's going to be the ground. And I know that I can auto tile. All right, so for the ground, let's build a few things. Sprite. Let's do a new file over 64 by 64. I think I'm gonna do. Okay, let's take a look. I think I'm gonna have several. Yeah, but I can take it on the layer, so I think... let me think how I'm gonna do this. So, I just want a square, right? Okay, let's just do, you know, the very basic thing. So I've forgotten all about how to G. All right, so that's our basic square, and we want to zoom in. We want to do a like that, and we want to one in, one like this, 1 pixel in, maybe one, okay. And I want to paint it black on the outside. So I think yeah, so I need to just have a new layer here, and then on the layer I can just paint it black. Sorry, I need to deselect this. No, I need to, no. This is the layer that I want to operate in. Oh, this is different. I didn't think we used to mark this. Layer, visible, no, sprites, frame, select, deselect, Control D. So if I paint the whole thing like that, and if then I invert them, I mean, interesting. I've forgotten how to do these things. I could do it in a different way, but in a different. Why can I not just background from layer, merge down? New frame, alt new. So let's take this away. Let's do. I mean, you can copy this to up, and do copy this down, copy this up, and just get rid of this frame. And there we go. And there's our first frame, right? The second frame is, I think, it's not a frame, it's like a tile, right? I'm gonna import all of these things in a sprite. I think I could have it individually, but I'll break it up anyway. It's fine. So now, so these are okay. Let's do one blue. I think I'll need to have. Okay, I think I need to do it this way. Oops. The problem with a sprite is that it then thinks that I'm trying to shorten the thing. So if I go like this, right? Okay. So now let's paint it blue. Oh, come on! What's going on? What? Oh god, okay. What the hell is going on? M from marquee. Oh, I just deleted that. Okay, no, that's correct. That's fine. Actually, that's that and marquee for this. Oh, because I was in the wrong one, was it? Okay, it's the top one. That and G and paint. And new frame, Alt M, Alt N, yes, new empty frame. I just delete, well, no, let's do that. And let's have a brown one. It's like dirt, so that's grass, that's dirt. That blue is like some sort of construction thing. And let's have another one, which is a purple one, probably. Okay, no. Purple, sorry. like we could have this. Let me just see what we've got. We have teal. I actually like that one better than this one, so I think I'm gonna... Oh, here we are, that's the purple one. Okay. I don't know what they mean. Okay, not yet. And then we need icons. So, now I'm gonna have a... new frame, and I'll replace this thing by... Can I not just have a... Yes, I can. So that's easier, because... Oh, if I did it this way, it could actually filter... Okay. Icons. So, on icons, I don't need a fixed color. Interesting, it's now... Wait a second. Oh, because this is black. Okay, so need to be black. That's marquee, so I don't want to black. Yes, okay. Deselect. And what I want... Well, actually, neither, because... Yeah, exactly, because I want the icon to live on some sort of... So what icons do we want? As text. Let's write the game. So, actually, tycoon game, right? And we're gonna put this in saying, no, goes without saying, let's do this the proper way. Let's do this like that. So Vim actually there is a CD development, there's a games, oh yeah there is, and there's a tycoon, yeah, okay, cool. So let's do Vim notes and MD. Okay, so the tycoon game. Okay, the tycoon game. Now, so let's do a synopsis of this. I guess it's just... I know where I got this idea from, the tycoon. It's from this game. The game... I was playing this thing and I was... So I was playing this thing and I really enjoyed it. Blueprint Tycoon. Right. So it just does things. It basically is a game where you just do things. It's kind of like Factorio. And so it's going to be something like that. I think I can do Blueprint better. That's what it is. So basically, so it's a look-alike Blueprint Tycoon, but better. This is good for synopsis. Okay, so now the game functionality, so game mechanics. So basically, this is a top-down 3/4 orthogonal game set where the player builds stuff starting from the very basic elements, or not from the, but from very basic elements, and or which the objective is to make as much money as possible. I would say it's generally what we do anyway in tycoons. So the elements are, so we got to start, the initial elements are, let's say you got iron, obviously, then you got stone and you got wood, Okay. And so wood, let's do Jesus, the tree of, what's it called? Technology tree. Tech tree. So let's do wood. Wood will be wood. You can do house, because you can build a house with wood, but you also need, let's do it this way. House. No, I mean, that's not tech tree, that's not what I want. It's just a tree of some sort where you have the resources and what do they enable you, but I think I have to start top to bottom rather than, so I think I need to do this. A house. This requires wood and stone. And you need, people need food, so people which need food, and food can be a lot of things, so they can be, let's say you can plant fruits. Yeah, I don't want to overcomplicate this. Let's let people just live. Okay, they exist by themselves. We can then make the pay taxes and whatnot. House, wood and stone, and the iron. You can do factory if you have iron. And what you do is you have workers, which are the people which just need houses. House. House. Well, a house has, I don't know, space for 5 people. Actually, spaces. House has 5 spaces, then it has 10 spaces, then it has, well, 8 spaces, and then it finally has 15, so that you don't increment. 8, 8, 15, yeah, okay. 8, 8, 16, but 15. Alright, so a factory, iron, and then you need somewhere to sell, so you need a market, which is exactly like Blueprint's marketplace, where you sell these things, okay? And then here you can actually sell things, but you can sell goods, not things, goods. So you can sell food, let's say food, you can say iron, stone, and you can sell wood, and you can buy things, I guess. Buy goods such as, well, food and you can sell food and you buy good food as well. I don't know. Anyway, this selling gives you money, so I just want to do the basic ecosystem. That's what it is. It's an ecosystem. Ecosystem. In the meantime, I need to just have a check here. LinkedIn, I'm still sending data, but nothing is happening. Interesting. Why is it sending data? I guess that's because I can turn it off. Okay. Please restart. Okay. No, that's fine. Send the data. That's fine. It was sending data anyway. So what should I do now here? So the thing with the ecosystem is, okay, I need workers, right? I need the workers. The workers need to live in a house, so I need the house. Good. For that I need wood and stone. I need workers. So workers, they have to exist without a house, otherwise... Okay, how many workers you need, how many workers you can have, depends on how many houses you can have. Good, okay. So, and then, so, you have, okay, so you're gonna have to do, undo, okay. So, you have workers, so basically you need to create workers, so that's gonna be town center, which is the usual settlers thing. The castle creates workers, right? Okay. Okay. And the house, okay, requires I think we're gonna well, they don't require anything. Workers just work, but the town hall, the town center, creates workers. The workers fetch, they fetch, they work, they fetch materials, they transform stuff, perform, that's terrible. Alright, let's drop the factory yet. I don't think I need this factory yet. The house can, so, and I also, this is terrible. How the hell can I not, I mean, I've got the whole game in my head, but how can this be so complicated? That's pretty insane. That is pretty insane. Okay, so we got the things. I mean, I think it's because I'm just not thinking straight. I'm just copying the whole thing again, but because it's so complicated, it's such a complicated game. I'm trying to mimic, but I'm not seeing the true thing. So let's do very basic stuff instead of doing all of that. Okay, the ecosystem is like this. You've got water, you've got fire, you've got earth, and you've got wind. How simple is that? It's not simple at all. It's actually stupid, but okay. So with water, you've got these things, but you need to harvest them. So in order to harvest each one of these things, you have a player, an avatar. So that's going to be like Factorio, right? And you have water, fire. Now you can't harvest fire, earth and wind. So you have water, you have rock or stone, and you have wood. That's more like water, stone, wood, and yeah, okay, irons, just so that we get okay. So let's remove the water because I think it's going to overcomplicate this. So this is more like that. Now, or like Minecraft, right? Now, okay, so like stone plus wood, you can do, well, you can do a box. The box here. I mean, why? Okay, what do we want? When we want it, I want to build a tycoon around. Just make these simple things like, you know, Do I want to do it like villages, like settlers, or do I want to do like factories? Because the whole ecosystem changes, and starting from the bottom up is very complicated because it leads to very different places. So I need to decide, and I just want to do, and I don't think I can even get there, which is why this is annoying, because I don't have the knowledge to know how to interact with that tile map. I'm gonna have to read about that. So I really like settlers because I want to have workers moving. So workers are very important. So we want workers. So if we want workers, do we want specific type of workers? No, not just for the moment we have. So these are, yeah, so we have workers. We don't have an avatar. We have resources, which are that's fine. Okay, so we have workers. We have these as resources, and then okay, something creates workers because we need to do this. So that's going to be town center. So it's going to be town center, and town center creates workers. So this is going to be workers created, and it's going to say 0. God damn it. And I mean, that's one thing that always annoyed me, and I need to do vim underscore highlighted remove. How do you do that? Vim clear last. Turn off highlighting until the next search. No, turn off highlighting and vim underscore turn off highlight. Oh, no, wait, what? Turn off highlighting a certain pattern of vim. If you want to remove from the markdown error pattern, you can redefine it. So I want to turn off notifications of underscores in a word and put a lot of URLs in my document. Here's the syntax. So remove the... Oh, that's complicated. And then a new without the underscore. Okay. And maybe not. How to turn off? Oh, okay, never mind. So it's much more complicated than I thought. Okay, never mind. So that's gonna be. Let's tell you what I'm gonna do. So that is code here. Why use Vim when I can just not use Vim, right? I don't save. Notes. Not this, notes. Okay. So work is created, and well, it has to keep a track of. It has to be houses. It doesn't need to keep a track. Maybe houses. Nah, since it's the town center, let's use it for game management. No. Town. Oh, it's town center. Houses. Number of houses. Okay. And then that's the configuration. So it's gonna give config. I guess. Nah. Simpler than that. Okay, workers created. It gives a number of workers created. And then the workers will have like, you know, oof, that's going to be a finite state machine. Task or role, and then it has the role assigned, role, assigned role, and just, I don't know. And then it's just going to have, there's all sorts of things that I'm going to associate this, like we're going to have a position, transform, or actually, yeah, form. It's just going to be a position, some sorts, and I don't know, something else. It's a sign role. Then let's assume that this assign role is, for example, mine iron, and a transform. Let's say not transform, but let's say the point or location. And here you have like some sort of a point, point. Okay, let's not do a point, let's do that, something like this, which has an X and it says 0, and then it has a Y and it says 0 as well. And that should be good. And stone. Position. Same thing. So these are all resources. So these are all sources, which basically means that I've got a main resource object that they extend from, and okay, and because it's unique. That's also unique. Resources have that. Okay, now the mechanics is measurements are iron, stone, and wood. And with these, the workers can the workers need to be told to mine them and mine them. When the workers mine them, they will bring the a resource back to the town center, and the what's it called, the menu. So the unit count on for that resource will increase. That's one, right? The second thing that does is what does it do? How do I do an economy with this? Well, I mean, quite frankly, I think that should be enough. So I'm not looking at the tile set rather than having a worker that I can click on. So the worker will be the things that I can click on. It's more or less like settlers. So the tile itself to the ground doesn't have any interaction. It's the worker. When I click on the worker, it does something. Okay. Alright, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's do it this way. This is nothing. This is wood. Now this is wood. So if I go here and this would have been easier another way. This is W. Okay, so if I do this in wood, yes, there we go. Oops. So that's wood. That is And so iron, okay, iron is blue, this is nothing. Iron, and then we need, what's the other, stone, right? So stone, yes, so stone, it will be like that, okay? In fact, we could just, for the time being, we could just actually put a letter on it, because it's easier, but never mind. Okay, so with that, I'm not gonna save like this, or am I? Maybe I do. Maybe I want to save it. So development, games, tycoon, resources, yep, and sprite. It's not a sprite. This is the elements. I don't know. All formats. A sprite. And what I want to do is also export a sprite sheet by row, exactly like that. Oh, I've got the last one. Okay. So now, well, now I need to do the, because I'm gonna have workers, right? So I'm gonna do a very simple worker with no movement. So the worker is actually a red dot that just goes from here. Oops, sorry. It just goes from M. So it just goes from here to deselect there to there. Okay, and it's a red like that. Okay, deselect. Oh, interesting. I didn't know that's what it did. Okay, so if I do that and then I export this sprite sheet just like that, I can sprites output file elements png. Yeah, okay. JSON data, open sprite sheet. I don't know. I don't know. Let's take a look at how do I allocate center texture, so square. I know that if I used to be give tile set resource to this tiles like that. No, give a tile set resource to this tile map. Tile set resource. Is it something that I can give like that? Maybe I need to research a little bit on this. Project settings. No, sorry, not settings. Quit to project list. Yep. There's, I think, isometric game. Well, it is an isometric game, I guess. So the walls and the floor. It's fine. So here's the tiles. And they have tile set edit. So a tile set is it's a node with a sprite, several sprites. Okay, in different places. Okay, so it's just a sprite, and then you save this as a scene. Okay, so it's a snap mode. Okay, what the hell? I know I've done this before, that's the thing. Oh, here's a texture. So it's one sprite, so that's base 1, base 2. Oh man, that's so confusing. Is it the same texture? Oh, okay, and that's the offset, so from the one texture. Okay. Yeah, I guess we could do that. I guess. So Tycoon, I'm not sure if I'm gonna even. I said that's essentially what's probably gonna happen. It's like I don't remember how to do this, and why does it keep going to? Did I not save or something? Oh please, come on. Oh, because I haven't got yeah, I don't have a project settings. I don't have a default. Maybe it wouldn't let me get out of this if I didn't have a default view. Generally it does. Anyway, I don't. So I need to do another scene, which is just the tile set. Okay. And on this tile set, it's just a 2D scene, right? Which has a sprite. Oh. Sprite. And this first sprite, the texture is... Oh. Is the elements? Can it be? No. Sorry, here. Okay. And then the offset is going to be, so I know it's a 64 by 64, so it's going to be 64 by 64. That's just moving the whole sprite. Okay. So that's not it. I think it's a region. There we go. Enabled, on. And I think I need to do a rectangle of 64 by 64. And if it's centered, all right, let's not do a region. It's centered, right? So if I do 64 by 64 over about 64 width by 64, and let's say that I do that on so I need to move, if I do minus 64, that's on, so that's 0. Wait. Okay, I got it. Alright, so that's the first one. So if I say 0, that's width. Now I need to have 64, correct. And then if I want to move it forward, I need to say 64. So that's the second one. 128. That's the third one. Okay. Well. So let's say that I have this at 0, right? That's one sprite. Then, so that's like grass. And then I duplicate this thing, and it's gonna be wood. And then I duplicate this thing. Control D and Control D. So this is gonna be iron. And this is gonna be, I just F2. And then this is gonna be iron, and this is gonna be stone. And I'm not sure about that because he's not moving, so I'm gonna do a worker. Okay, so now wood is the same thing except that the region is, I could potentially, if I move the position 64 pixels to the side, what does that do? Okay. Yes, well that's a fair point as well. I can actually move this guy out of here because why would I? That's the worker? Okay. So, okay, that's wood. No, whatever it is. It doesn't really matter. Okay, wood. Iron, yep. So that's iron, that's wood, that's worker, and that's stone. Okay. Doesn't really matter too much because I don't think it mattered at that point anyway. There they are, yeah, exactly. Oh wait, okay, so that's grass, that's wood, which I can do like this. Well, can I not? Maybe not. Snap mode, yeah. We should be able to, oops. Position doesn't really matter, but the rectangle has to be a 64. Sorry. A 64 by 64, and this is going to be 0, 0. And then the thing with this is I want to move to the right hand side. I want to move 64. That's wood. Oh, okay. So 128. So 256. No, sorry. 128. What's between? What? This is gonna be stupid. 128 plus 64. What? 192. Yes. 192. So there's wood. And iron is gonna be region of 128. Is that stone? That's stone, right? Okay. And it's gonna be on the region of 256. That's the worker. So the worker is the 256. This guy is the not 192, so 128. So 6490. Wait, what? 64. That's iron. Okay, so that's iron. 64. That's 128. There we go. 128. That's stone. That's very close. Okay, but that will do. All right. So these things don't matter anymore in terms of like the placement, right? So that's saved. What we need to do now is go back to the map and say that we want to give it a tile set. The tile set is shada. Give a tile set resource. Mode square tile set. There we are. Need to load scenes. You are tile set. I thought it's not match attack. You're shitting me. I thought I could do it this way. Okay, well apparently not. That's a new tile set. That's great. Mode square isometric. It's actually square, I think, because I can't do this properly. I thought that's because I did this once. Okay, can I just, yeah. New auto tile. New atlas. Okay. Huh. Oh my god, this Godot has grown substantially. Oh dear. Alright, this is the inspector for something. I thought that I could just use... The hell is that? So that's the tiles. Tile set. That's it. Edit. Let's zoom, I think. Okay. Okay, so that's one. But I have no idea. Okay, is that enable snap? Okay, and then region collision. So that's region. Can you not auto tile? Okay. Okay, hang on a second. A single tile. Single tile. Single tile. And single tile. I have no idea what I've just done. I'm gonna record that. It's just lost. Okay, that was great. Let me take it back. So that's not it. That one is like, what the hell is that? That worked great. That worked okay. That worked really bad. That worked really bad. I have no idea. What is this then? This one might have worked good. Bad. This is okay. Wait. Okay, can I delete this one? No. Elements PNG 0. What the hell is going on? I should have read the instructions, but I couldn't, could I? Okay, so that's a single tile. And that's another single tile. So I think that if I go to the tile set, I'll have more of these. Oops, no. And I forget how to delete. Oh man, why did you... Ah, okay. This is... Oh, I have no clue what you're trying to do. Okay, let's do it again. Okay, make clear. Okay. Did you create? No. So I thought this was gonna do it, but apparently it doesn't. So let's get rid of it. We got the map. Got that. We need a new one. This is a new tile set. Okay. And it says add or select a texture on the left panel to edit the tiles bound to it. So we put them here. That's great. I think for some reason it's already new auto tile. Okay, and I'm gonna do that and say, what's the icon? I think these are ways to identify occlusion, to identify the yeah, I guess the tiles, I guess. So it gives you like a, and I mean it works for me, but so now I don't know how to go back, but here it is, and this is unsaved, which I don't save, and it should not do that. Why does it do that with everything except for the green? Because I pushed, yes, okay. Let's do it again, but this time don't push the, okay, clear, then I'll do a new one. And I pushed here, and then I put it there, and then I'm gonna select, it's a new single tile, and here we go. That's one. That's another one. Another one. Another one. And I'm really sure there's gonna be, pretty sure the script, no. There's gonna be a, there we go. Yes. Okay. Okay, is there a way that I can rename these things? Oh, F2 does this. Okay, F1, F2, F3. I think these things are all new for me, but to be honest. Enable priority, no. I just want to rename them, to be honest, but I don't know how to rename them. So if I double click them, no, it doesn't. Elements, anyway. So, the world is essentially, oops. So that's the tile map, right? Okay, so the world is essentially a bunch of grass. And on this bunch of grass, we've got one element of this, one element of this, one wood, and no workers. I don't think I need workers here because they're going to be active, so they're going to be moving. Let's get more wood here and probably more stone. Okay, and that. And oh, we don't have a town hall. Interesting. So maybe we need to have Town hall. Anyway, that's gonna be the town hall. All right, that's our tile, which means that if I go to the world now and I don't have anything, I'm just gonna child scene the map, and there you go. That's the thing that we. So that's worlds now. Okay, as if I know anything about this now. Right, so now let's do something here. Let's I need another frame, new frame, because I need the element for town hall. So the town hall is going to be a black dot. Can I do that? Yes. And if I export the sprite sheet, there we are, and export the elements. Yeah, go for it. And then if I go to the Godot again, I might need to go to the tile set, edit this guy, and then create another single from this. Okay, so now, I mean, there'll be a way to do that. There will be a way to do that, I think. Okay, so now so now I don't know why it's because I'm selecting it. Okay. So now we need to, well, have a initial script where, let's do the basics. Let's do, so initial script where we, so we're gonna call it world, and within this, yeah, it's a node. What we're gonna do, well, there's a ton of things. I don't need process at this point. Okay, let's do something. I think, oops. So if, and I think it's input. Oh man, I don't remember anything. Input if if I press Q, exit. So it's 3, I think. Isn't it 3? This is node quit. Something like that. So this will obviously have an issue. So if ready, declare variables, and we don't need that, but what we do need is need to copy my script from the other script. That's what I need. Let's take a look at how did I do development, games, boxing scripts. Let's just open boxing scripts because can we not open the okay. Can I open a folder for boxing scripts? Okay, and all right, later. World. Oh, there's an input now. I forgot. Check resign. Yeah, okay. So now we can actually do that. If the event input event key. So we don't need. I could do pause. That's fine. Quit means get free. Quit. Okay. And that takes us to the fact that if I just do that, aha, there we are. So world, yes. If I just do Q, nothing happens. So if action pressed is exit. Oh, I'm sorry, because that's actually escape. It's not? Should be. Well, is it not defined? Action exit or quit. Oh, that's interesting. So quit and escape, cancel. No, okay, in that case I would like to key, which is Q for quit. Okay, so yeah, okay, so now if I do that and I say Q, what the hell? Am I very sleepy today? Oh, capital Q. Interesting. Do I have caps lock or something? No, that's the way it is. Interesting. If I press quit, yes, not exit. There's an exit, not exit. Let's press quit. Okay, so if I do that and I press Q, oh my god, what the hell is going on? Look, there's a quit. That makes no sense. UI cancel, which is the escape key. Okay. Key is... okay. Why the hell? That's a key. Q. Event. Okay, so if it, I mean, I can't even do this, so nope. Oh, okay, so it's not getting there. That's why. Okay, yeah. Something's not quite right. That's for sure. Input is action pressed quit. I mean, what am I where am I missing? Whatever thing, just give me the event. Actually, I think there's a debug thing now for debug, but print debug, right? I'm, you know. Oh, wait. I know. Well, you can't just create a script, can you? You idiot. Okay. If event unexpected indentation. Okay. Oh, I see. If event, if inputs quit, and then Q quit. Damn it, dude, come on. Alright, so I'm ready. I don't really care. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna have to create, let's create a worker and a town hall. So let's start by creating new scene. Actually, save. Let's create a new scene called Town Hall. Town Hall is a 2D scene. In fact, a sprite. A sprite, right? And we know exactly what sprite it is, don't we? So that's going to be not an animated one. We're going to have to... Can we not just use from the... Apparently not. So it's... Well, at least I don't know how to do that. That's why. That's what it is. Otherwise, there. No, doesn't. Transform visibility. Atlas new animated edition, new Atlas texture. I don't think that's the way I wanted to do this. I want the sprite to be not an Atlas. I want it to be a image texture. That's about it. And on an Atlas, and then you can load it from the resources as elements. And all I want is that it's 64 by 64. And I want it to be... how many times? 6 times. So 6 times 64. That's 384. Is it 0? No, so it's 5 times, sorry, 64, that's 320, okay. So that's gonna be 320 here. Right, that's Town Hall. Beautiful. Yeah, doesn't matter. And so that's Town Hall. And let's also do scenes, and let's also do new scene. Worker. Okay, and the worker is also same exact thing. Sprite. Well, could be an animated. We can change this, all of these things later. So an Atlas, let's load it. It's this guy, and it's gonna be 4 times. So 512? I don't know. 64, 64, and 512. No. 5 times 64. Sorry. 4 times 64. This is 256. I'm an idiot. I knew it would be idiotic. 256. Right, that's the one. And that's the old worker. So now what I want to do is wherever I click, I want to place a town hall. And that's it. That's it. So now I want the ground to have a script. Okay, let's edit ground. No. Ground will have a script called map ground, and it's going to be in scripts, and it's going to go like this. Ha! As if I remember. Okay. I'm not gonna be able to do this one. That's for show. Faux show. Because I don't know how to do this really. On the chat, I mean, that's restream chat. The chat is not from multiple places, right? No, cannot be anyway. What's this? RS connected? I'm connected. I'm connected. It's not event not started. Yeah, well, close. Yeah. But the chat is not coming from those. Oh, it is. The chat comes from everywhere. Interesting. I just never used this. That's so cool. That is very cool indeed. So I can actually move it here, make it smaller, or like that, and have it on the side. And I wish I had another monitor because I don't. Ah, yes, but Twitch is not... Well, you need to put tags on it. That's why, yeah. That's why no one's watching me, I guess. Interesting that it's got the all of this. Anyway. I don't really know how to do that, but we'll find out, I guess. So I just need to so I need to... Is there like an input? Well, how do you say this? This is like that, isn't it? So this, and then I think, wait, because, so I think it's like, yep. I think, I think it's like input, yeah. And then if the input, so I think, does it have a func input event? Okay. Can you event? Can you? Okay, on the ground. Can I? Oh yes. Okay. Right. Event mouse motion. It should have been... Oh, okay, fine. Let's do that. So, online tutorials. Yes. Well, there's so much about this, I'm pretty sure. I should have read this. No, yes, okay, so tile maps, tile net node, create tile set, collision shapes, tips and tricks, click, slightly more than a click now, and then tile set, click on the tile set property, and then new tile set, yeah, that's what we did. Texture used for the click art texture, so yeah, that's fine. That's somewhat what we did anyway. I'm sure that I'm bastardizing the process of doing this, that's for sure. Okay, now the problem is no. So this is methods get cell. Okay. Map to world. I know. Yeah. Map position. Set cell. Update. World to map signals. Settings changed. As enumerations, half of sets, no. Enumerations, modes, tile origin, constants. There should be something. Okay. There should be an event. Okay. Let's see what kind of events. Let's close this. Let's see what kind of events. You know what? I mean, I can obviously you can open games, tycoon, scripts. Okay. But the problem is there is another. Yeah, that's fine. It's okay. So I'm sure that event dot debug, print debug, and it's going to be event, and I think I did. This is what it was doing before. Oh. Oops. I clicked at some point. Input event key. That's the debugger. If input event key. So if input dot is mouse button pressed. And now what do you expect? I think the... Is it gonna be input dot mouse? What do you need? Okay, let me see what is... Is it like that? Okay, maybe. Mouse... Input event mouse... Dot... No. Oh man. Mouse... Input... Event... Okay, I probably need to just follow instructions. I'm sorry. Tile... No, I don't want to do that. I want to do... well, tile map Godot... Godot... mouse... click... I don't know, because I followed one of these things, event... How to get a click event on the tile map. So, here's the answer for all of this. If input event, it is event... Get the event position, that's the... okay, well, yeah, I guess that's one way to do that. Okay, is it how old is this? This is 1 year old, probably, according to the docs. How does it work? Every input is originates from the user, though it's possible to generate input event. This introduces the default. Okay, so it goes through the whole thing. So this input, first of all, the standard input we called in any node that overrides it hasn't disabled input to process instead process input. Okay, so we can actually do that. Okay, I think I got it. So what we want here is what the world. So, well, right. If event, put event, put mouse, event mouse button. If input. Okay, let's take a look at that again. If input event mouse button. If event is input. Yes, okay. If event, right? Yes. If event is input event mouse button, then okay, get the. So now print debug the position of this event. So event dot position. So it has a position, right? Right, let's do, if I do F5 on this, doesn't happen, right? Godot debug. Interesting. So if I do that, what about that? And that? Yes, okay, so it's exactly that. It's input event and input event position and input event, okay. What kind of event? So it's event and then accumulate, button index, button mask, call deferred, command connect, control device, disconnect, duplicate, emit signal, free, get. Oh my god, this is pretty good. So the problem is that if I click the button down, it's just like button down, down, event button index, can be. I mean, doesn't hurt to see it, but sure. And if I do that, that's button 2. Well, it's giving me 2. That's the thing. Let's see how you get event position. If event pressed. Jesus. So okay. So what's the other one? So pressed and I mean. Event has a lot of these things, right? Input and takes an event. An event, what is this? Like, if I just set event, why wouldn't you just give me the whole thing? Can I not see the whole object? Godot, see whole object, whole event object. Maybe someone complained about that. How do I see if mouse is down? Okay. So if it's pressed, I know that. If... Oh, that... okay. Well, event is pressed. Is action pressed? Is pressed. How? Okay, what's the other one? What's the opposite of pressed? Key for relation, action pressed. No, never mind. Okay. Is pressed. Okay. Does it true and then false? Okay. And then I want to do the location. So now location equals the event dot location. Ah, interesting. Position. You are not serious, are you? Wait, what? I'm very tired. So I must be very tired. Event position. Is it okay? There's no event position. Okay. Okay. And then I think I can get the cell from that particular, right? So I think I can get in position, so position. Exactly. Okay. Location. Actually, yeah. Mouse location. Mouse pause equals event position. What? Isn't declaring the current scope. Oh. Forgot. But I think that I can say... So I can actually say... Cell? So I saw that on here. Get cell or something like that. Properties. Methods. Get cell. Yeah, so I don't need to do anything. I just like get cell. Yeah, that's mouse position, right? So that's I, and I'm gonna say print I. What? Oh, it doesn't. What does it return? Oh, sake. Var I. Okay, is that good now? No? Oh. Too few arguments. Wait a second. You... oh, really? Okay. X and mouse position Y. Can I actually say Y like that and X like that? No. It ain't Python, my friend. So this is boring, but okay. So that's -1. That's -1. Everything is -1. Well, that's okay. Get cell returns a tile index of the given cell. If no tile exists in the cell, returns invalid cell. Gets cell auto tile. Auto the coordinate auto tile. Okay, that's interesting. Fixed invalid tile. Clear all cells. Let's do that. Let's clear all cells. Clear. There we are. Perfect. Oh dear. Well, that worked. Get cell. I mean... It's always -1. I think that this guy did something here which is very clever. I think. I don't know. I have no idea. I have no clue. Event position and then tile position. TM. So world to map. What's TM over world? What's the name of the tile map node? Is scene. I don't need that because I'm on it. So, okay, that should be, and then that. Really? Really? Okay. Round. Well. Position. Mouse position. Method failed. Returning S. Ground isn't declared. Yeah, I guess. So I don't. Yeah, so it should. So that should give me. That's the 2 5. That's a 3 5. That's a 1 5. That's a 0 5. That's a 0 0. 1 0. That's perfect. That should be 0 1. There you go. Okay. And that's it. That's all there is to a game. That's all there is to a game. I'm cold. I need a jumper. I'll be back. Oh. Right. I think. Oh, and I don't need an open window as well. I think. And I can have some more sunlight. Okay. There's like a helicopter going over. It's just interesting as well. Maybe there's a reason for that. Maybe they're looking for me. Okay, so. Okay, now. I also want to know. So let's just say I've got the tile. So now I want to know. What is that tile? Get used cells. Cells by ID. Get the cell. It gives you an integer. I need something more. I need to know what kind of cell that is. So for that, cell size. Okay, I just clicked. You give me the cell. Get used cells. To array of the positions of all cells containing a tile from tile set. Get used rectangle. No, so get cell. Tells the tile index of the given cell. Oh, I see. So that must be it. I think the tile set. Is that it? Okay, let's try again here for seconds. So if I instead of that, if I say get cell of mouse position, right? No, sorry. So the first one is X, the other one is mouse position Y. Okay. So if I click here, it's -1. If I say this is okay. Well, they are all -1 anyway. I thought that's the thing that yeah, well. Well, to map returns the tile map grid-based coordinates corresponding to the given local position. Returns a vector 2. Perfect. So maybe that's what you need for me to vector 2. No. So get cell. Returns a tile map grid-based. Turn-wise coordinates corresponding to the given local position. Yeah. Well. Let's see again. Set cell. Update bit mask. World to map. Map to world. Yeah, okay. Okay, let's cheat again. Tile map Which type of tile Godot? Which tile is it? Properties of a tile. Yes, that's the one. Tile sets. No way. If collider. Yeah, with a collider. That's not gonna be a collider, is it? This is making one, I think. This is great, but there's a lot of things that I need to learn about tiling. This, I mean, that's a fair point. No, but that makes no sense. Wait. Properties, methods. There's a signal? Settings changed. No. It has to be a method. You get cell autotile. Cell V returns the tile index of the cell given by a vector 2. If no tile exists, so okay, so I think let's try cell V. Sorry, let's try cell V. Get cell, but that's cell V. Instead of that, let's do cell V, and then I'm gonna try just mouse position, and it's probably gonna still do the same exact thing. Then I'm gonna do, okay, so that's gonna be -1, this is -1, everything is -1. Good. Now I'm gonna try that with a world 2 map, and maybe this will do anything different. That's a 1, that's a 0, that's a 3, that's a 0, and a 2. There we go. Okay. There we are. So, type tile. Well, tile type. Okay. Var. Yes. Okay. So now I know what tile it is. Okay. So now I'm going to do all of this in one. I'll split it up. If the tile type is it's equal to 0, then what? If it's 0, then if it's different to 0 is different to 0, then don't do anything. Just return. But if it's not anything else, you can now build me a castle. Opposition. Right? That's fine. Doesn't matter. Let's just do that and... Okay. So, what we want is to... what do they call it? They call it the index of the cell given by a vector. So now I'm going to set methods get set yes. So there you go. But I would like to... That's why the is right. This last one cannot be like that. It has to be... Can I not overlay? No, okay, I see, because this one will never be used anyway. We're gonna do... Oh, I opened this one, not this one, sorry. The ace sprite. Yes, perfect. So, we're gonna do is, not marquee, what's the W? We're gonna do that, and I'm gonna paint it green. So, G, green, there we are. Okay, and that's the town hall. And I think there's... I don't know. That's ace, let's export this sheet. And elements, and S. And I think that's it. And these things should be updated, but... There's a big but. But... Oh, it is updated. Okay. So, now... So we still need this, but now what we're gonna do is... So I've got the mouse position. Oh, I don't have an event. Ah. Event, well... Mouse position. Okay. So I know what the tile position is. I don't need that. What I do need is to set the cell V to few. I'm pretty sure you do. So now I'm gonna do constants. Can I do constants? Down. All equals. And I think it's like debug print. Print debug, and I want to tile type. This is the problem with this editor. It's just so annoying. So what is... so it's gonna be 4, 5. It's gonna be 5. Well, why did I do this? I am tired. I'm really tired. So constant town hall is going to be 5. So set town hall. Can I do it this way? What do you need? Set cell V. You need a position, you need a tile, and it's the rest of it. Flip, transpose. Okay. Clears the cell. Oh, that's fine. Should be fine. Right, tile tab. So there's just... No, we don't need that. It's a set because it doesn't return anything. Cool. So if I do that, boom, 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 and then not boom, but then boom. Okay. And var town hall constructed. Okay. I would say false, but I might have more than one. Now let's do that this way. So, which means is that once I do that, now I've got to do true. And if town hall constructed, it's constructed, I need to do that. And I think I can do that. So if I build it, yeah, okay. And I still have a debug tile print. Okay. So now I actually don't need most of these things because I'm not using any of this, but that's fine. Well, it's bad code, but we can adjust this. So now I got one town hall. Once I've got a town hall, I need to know where I position it. So now I have it. It's false. Okay. So var town hall. Wait, town hall is not a thing, so ground is gonna be anyway. Var town hall. Is it none? Nil. No. Yes. Okay. So the town hall is null, which means that connected to your GDScript language server. Whoa, really? If I launch Godot debug, cannot find project Godot, inactive. I mean, open. Right. There is a way for this to avail. Settings, open the text, fill exact path. Okay, so text editor external. If you like this extension, you can set the VS Code as your default script editor for Godot. That's fine. Debugger, VS Code. You can use the following settings to configure Godot tools. Configure the debugger. Open the command part. Debug. Open launch. Select the debug Godot configuration. Change. Yes, I know there's a way to just run it from here. Just don't. Yeah, I've done it once, but now I can't. No resources loaded. Ground. Yeah, no. So I'm not gonna even. I'm gonna close it from here. So now I got town hall, which is somewhat irrelevant. And now I should have done much smaller tiles. Much smaller tiles, maybe. And then the camera should move anyway. That's besides the point. So the tile map, okay, so now we've got the town hall and it won't build another one because it's already built, so that's fine. What... So now I need to click the town hall. And the town hall needs to give me not a menu because that would be advanced, but instead of that I just want to build a worker. That's it. So that's why the tiles need to be a lot bigger. Never mind. Okay, let's build one worker. Okay, to build one worker, I want to click that one. Okay, so event is pressed, in position, that's the tile. And if the tile top is not blah button, so that's where it is. So now, depending on what type, so if the tile is not 0, well, okay, so now if the type is 0, position the town hall, right? and no, sorry. Okay, so if I 0, yeah, and then let's do it again. So if I'm in here, nothing happens here, there you go. Right? And it doesn't happen again. That's good. If this is stupid because I know that this shouldn't be the way to do that. I mean, I've got so much bad code anyway. If it's 5, yeah, if it's actually town hall, then build worker and build a worker and build a worker and build a worker. You need to func build worker. I don't like position town hall, but anyway, build worker. And I don't think I need anything. So how the worker cannot be, yeah, maybe I shouldn't have, but this will work. This will work. I don't need a town hall in a node, although it would be fine. But so I don't need that, which means that I don't need this particular. No. But I do need to position a worker on top. So now I'm gonna have to import a worker. So how do I do the worker? So a worker is a scene. How do I import a scene? Import? No. This is not Unity, so how do you import a scene? Import a scene. Importing 3D scenes. No, I mean, I forgot. I completely forgot. Importing 3D scenes. No. Bring a scene inside. I know this is going to be inside a scene. This is going to be the most scene. Godot. Maybe pimples is not the thing that I want to. How do I load the scene into a node? That's pretty much what it is. Yeah, you go to the roots. So is this many years ago? 2018. Yeah, okay. In fact, packed scene. There you go. We need to load it first. So before I do any of this, I need to. So here's a worker. Here's a packed scene. Resource loader load, and it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be. Scenes, is it not capital? Scenes, and then slash worker dot ts something. TSCN. Okay, method fail because expected end of statement. Oh, I think packed scene. I know that you. TSCN. Expected end of statement continue. Wait, are you complaining? No, you're not. Okay, I think. No, you're right. So. No, it's not possible. It's not. No. I'm not sure why. Expect end of state and continue. I'm wondering, is it because of the load then? Okay. I thought that this was the way to do this. Wait a second. I've got loads of these things somewhere. You can export on ready. Okay, so it's just load. No, that's a class. This is a class, that's different. I'm probably not loading any of this type of thing. Extends, no, can the world? I think it was the world. So these are classes. Instantiate and load them, but basically just load maybe. Preload. Well. Yeah, okay. Packed scene. Just load maybe. So here's get that node. Yeah, because this is already loaded. So this is just load GD. That's yeah. That's a script. I'm loading a script, not a extends. Yep, no. Helper, no. Game over, no. I mean, I could try to just load backed scene, but I don't think. And I think. Okay, wait a second. Load packed scene Godot. I think this is gonna be resource saver. That's very interesting. I didn't know that we could do that. Scene. New packed scene. No, okay. That didn't help. That's how to create fail loading resource. Packed scene best for memory extended state. So just load as packed scene. And 2019, okay. Okay, let's do that way then. Oh, maybe that as packed scene. Maybe that is not as packed scene. Well. Worker. I mean, it's loaded, right? So now. Position. Set position, set. I don't know. Set position. I think transform. Okay, it's a thing, so packed scene. I would like to as a packed scene. Oh, right, and add this player instance. Okay, that's how it goes. Like then, okay. So it's gonna be, oops. So it's gonna be this add child. Yep, worker. And okay, and then worker. Okay, so I think let's say that I'm 10, 10. So what's 10, 100? So this, I doubt that that's the case. Let's see. Oh, yeah, okay. Non-existent load. So is it okay? Is it gonna be the case that you just load? Yes, you don't need that, so it's just load. Okay, so I create this and then I push that and it goes woo! Because invalid type and function object derived of is not a subclass of expected argument. Meaning you're not expecting a packed scene. Really? You wanna add, but you can't, because I definitely can add sprite here, right? Maybe not. No, I can. Yes, I can. Okay. So there's no particular reason why it wouldn't work. I can just do this, but it probably boom and then boom, and it goes like non-existent function position in base packed scene. The thing is, this packed scene, this worker, no, it's a packed scene, right? So if it's a packed scene, what can a packed scene do? So worker dot connect add call connect disconnect free. These are all nodes, I think. Pack resource name set defer set script to string and reference to string. Okay. Cool. Sorry. I'm not sure. I am not sure. I'm not sure. Trying to save a player path as variable so I can instance it, although this is not exactly what I want. What I would like to do preload. Tile maps. I mean, that's gonna be hard to find out where the hell that is, isn't it? Because it's like halfway through the game. I need to know where it is that you load packed scene. And I know it's like straightforward. That's what's annoying about it. But packed scene scripting instance. Oh, there you go. Instancing scenes. So load that. Okay. Instancing a scene from the code instantly 2 steps. The first thing is to load. Preloading can be more convenient. Okay, preload. Load when parsing the script. But then scene is not yet a node. It's packed in a special node called packed scene. To create an actual node, you need to do instance, idiot. Instance. Okay, well let's... Yeah, okay. Instance. And... So, worker instance. And then worker instance... well... And then worker instance dot... Position. Get physics. Get position in parents or location. Oh, sorry. Set position. Okay, let's do it again. Set position. Controlling thousands. Node transform position. The transform. So in a node you can I could just methods. Is this transform? Okay, I think it's part of node. So if I just say transform, no. Okay, let's take a look at node. The node must have some sort of tween. I mean, actually, you know what? It's because my tile is so small. Get the node tween. Tween and interpolate between this and that. I guess. Get node. Really? So that's... something that I want to see again. Sorry. Civilization. Instance sync. Right, okay. Ah, shit. Instancing. Instancing backed scene. Instancing scenes. There you go. Okay, and then you say instance, and then you add child. Jesus Christ. That's why I knew it would be something like that. Okay, and then you add this child, but can I not just... okay, instance. Can I not just... and then we... position. I know there is a position. How do you... move child? Ooh. Move child. Child node. To position integer. That's stupid. Anyway, let's see how this works. Town hall. There you go. 0 0. Again. Okay. And it did have the... okay. Moving a node. Or movement. Descriptions. Starting children and moving. Because you see, I think kinematic. Yes, exactly. That's why it needs to be a kinematic character. Because. Okay. Yes, move and collide. Well, it doesn't need to be anything really, because it's not kinematic. It's not gonna have. It's gonna be a rigid body, I think. Ragdoll, ray casting, physics. So I don't think it has to go through any physics. I don't really think of. No. It might be tween, but there shouldn't be any physics. It's it's just a matter of moving it. So soft body, yes. Basic setup. Oh no, sorry. Nah, that's soft bodies like cloth and stuff. No, ragdoll recasting area 2D. Yeah. Collision objects. Yeah, more like an area 2D, I suppose. So yeah, I forgot that it's not just like a sprite. Okay, this is gonna be. Okay, so region of 2D spaces detect other collision to the objects overlapping, entering, exiting. Yeah, I guess it's gonna be an area 2D. So what we are looking at is that this worker is not one of these things. It's gonna change to area 2D. And so it says it has no shape. Yeah, okay, that's fine. But it will have a shape because space override, collision, no. It needs to have a shape. That's fairly good point. Where do I do the shape? Oh, I need to attach a shape, so shape. Collision shape, there we go. So, and then the shape, I think it needs to have some sort of shape to do for function. Please create a shape resource for it. No, it's fine. I can just do shape, and it's gonna be a new rectangle, and this rectangle is exactly 64 by 64. There we go. Oh, 32 by 32 for some reason. So that will work like that, and so yeah, that's about it. So now we have that. Now it will have. So now when I do something like, where's my script? So world, okay, and you can add a child, but now y or we, and then position. I can move it because it's move child. Oh no, it's not move child, man. It's a get child. No, get node. So we got can I not just... Are you sure? Okay, so the thing with this is area influence. Or maybe rigid body. Maybe that's a better way of doing this, right? Because up directory, yeah. Current transform base is X. So and then finally you set the angular velocity. Track position, look, follow. Rigid body, bloody hell. I think, although to be fair, I think that rigid body might want exactly the same collision thing. That's fine. And that's absolutely fine as well, I think. So that's saved, which is maybe something that I didn't do just back there. Okay, now. Okay. And then I can, because this is a rigid body, I can definitely set, say angular for example? No, because do I have to add a child first? What does add child? Does it return something? Void. So if it doesn't return anything, form opposition. It has wait. There's an easy way to do this, which is rigid body. You've got a transform with capital T. If I move your position to like 50, yeah, you move. So you have a transform. Right. You have a mass, you have a weight, but you do. So I can put you to in motion. Okay. Okay, so now. Okay. I should have just sent scripts with F3. Okay, so I can just say transform. Not sure, but if I can do like this, maybe. Dot. I know I've done this before, motherfuckers. Okay. Let's take a look at my character. Actually, when it moves somehow. Physics process movement pass. Okay, let's take a look at the boxer. Move and slide. Yes. Okay. Move and slide. Where is it that I... Because nothing is spawned. Everything is just there and then just slides in and out. So, tweens in and out. So that means I need to... But I need to place it. That's the thing. So it doesn't have a transform, a single transform. No, what about position? Joystick. Set global position. Set position. On... well... Screen button. You have position, so... And position you can increment and decrement is probably a V2, so set global position. Event position, I'm not sure if this will work any. Okay. Set state, so you can read the position. Okay, so you can't set it. It's a what's it called? Property. You have you can move and slide. I mean, and then you give it what, a V2? Oops. 100 by 100. Boom, boom. Because it doesn't have move and slide, right? Even though it in a rigid body? Wait. It doesn't? Okay, what does a rigid body have? Help. Oh god, no, this is gonna take ages. Because docs online docs, because search of rigid body. 2D, sorry, yeah, that's the one. Physics collision node canvas off from object. Okay, so I think collision object, right? But has mass, has all of these things. You can add force, torque, impulse, blah blah blah. Right. So we have those. That's with physics. The rigid body is inherits from physics body, but the collisions body shapes in no. And the physics, you have get collisions, no. Mode, mass, well, friction, bounce, continuous, but even then, so you can only apply forces to a rigid body. And a kinetic body? Okay, wait, and then how did I do for kinematic body? I thought it was the other way around. Get floor, get velocity. The ceiling is floor, move and collide, move and slide. Right. Change type to kinematic body. And I'm gonna say kino. And change, and then I'm gonna say that if it's rigid, so you can move and slide, test move, but you can definitely, I mean, I have to place it, so can I not just access this rotation position? Okay, so a node has position anyway, but this is properties. Can I set the position at least? Translate. Move local X, move local. Translate. What does it translate? Translates a node by the given offset in local coordinates. Applies local translation. I don't understand. What is that? It has to move, so so the node has to move. Right, that's a node, okay. A node T2V is different, yes, so, okay. Scale, global translate, oh wait. To global. There's a transform. A transform to the... Okay, you can set transform. Global position, set global position. There's a setter in there. Okay. Set global position? Maybe? Okay, let's try set global position. Set global position. I can do that, yes, but... Oops. Set global position. And I'm gonna set this. Okay, and you're gonna fail because don't. No, it didn't. It worked. Okay. Well, that's strange. Are you still running? So what the hell are you? Okay. Okay, so yeah, I can set the global position on something like that. Cool. So now I need to see. For example, I need to get a tile. So get the tile where I'm build worker. So pass on the town hall. No, I don't need to. So, constructor, right? Okay. Set cell. World to map. World to map of this. And town hall equals to position, which is that, right? So that's the town hall up above, and so now what you're going to do is you're going to get the town hall dot position. No, just print it because I'm gonna need the tile tab again, right? So okay, F5 town hall, and there's your position of the town hall, I think. Okay, so if I do that, yes, town hall is on 5.3, I think. Let's do it again. So now it's like somewhere here, and then now it's 9.4, yes. Okay, so now I don't know why the hell this thing is, the output is open. Don't need to have this open. So if I know the town hall position, I can definitely know. That's the tile, actually. That's the tile position. Right, tile position. I'm sorry, that's the tile. And that's gonna be the position of the tile, which is that, and then it's gonna be also the tile type. It cannot be anything else, sorry. So I don't need that, so like that. So that's the tile, right? So if I know which tile you're on, I just need to know, I want like one tile below, for example. So give me, so tile position. I need to get the cell for. How do I get the cell? Oh, right. Wait. Not sure. That's with a vector. So I'm gonna print debug. And I get the cell, for example, this. Not this. Is that even at all possible? Because what you get, you want. I mean, what does it send out? Multi-map. No, I think that's correct. The difference is it an array of two numbers? Because then I can do it this way. Int. Like that, I think. Yeah, maybe. Okay, so town hall creates, and that's 5. Do it again. I have no idea what the OS. Wait. Get the cell. That's. I'm not sure, actually. It's down, and then that's 6. That's 12. Okay, so it is the array. Now, the problem is get cell. Is it giving me what type of cell it is? It is, isn't it? I don't want what type of cell. I want... No, I know the position, so what the hell? So now I just want to set... Well, map to world. That's what I want to do. Okay. So I need to... So I know what it is, so... Okay. So I know what it is. So now... Let's do... So now, instead of setting it like that, I want to p or var p equals. I need the next. So basically, I just want to. Right, and we'll give it whatever something. I don't know what it's gonna give me, but plus probably the size of the tile. So it's gonna give me some sort of... So, okay, so I know the town hall tile, and I know that this one is X. Okay. Okay, and I know that this is X. So I just want to go one down from this, so I want to go into a vector 2 of that plus, sorry, so I just want to go down 1 plus 1 and 1 below, though it's not ideal because if I put it on the edge obviously, but so 1 below okay, and now instead of instead of doing that, I need to do set the global position to a vector. So I've got a vector which is this point where it's going to spawn point, but it's not. Now I need to convert it as a vector. Well, basically it's map to world, and it takes a vector spawn point and world spawn point and who knows what the hell that might mean, because now I just mapped it to, I think, I don't know. We'll see. So now I just mapped it, and then okay, so it gives me exact, okay, plus 64. So now, okay, plus okay, so now we did w spawn point dot equals vector 2 of w spawn point plus 64, which is the tile size. Actually, there is a tile size, isn't it? Tile origin bottom left, tile size, never mind, plus 64, and then w spawn point plus 64. Actually, sorry, it's a spawn point 0 and 1 64. I'm not sure if you could add that into the, because it's an array, it's not going to work anyway. So you do a vector with that, and you just yeah, okay. So I think I did something wrong, but 64 is too much. damn it. 32. So this should be awesome. There we go. Directly below. So that's the worker. Again, we just did it directly below. So let's just say that's... Oops. Spawn point. Spawn the worker directly below the town hall. A tile. This just centers it anyway. Okay, so it puts it there. Now let's... The worker, the worker doesn't have any the tile, so now it needs a collision, because when I click and the tile is... So I did something wrong here probably, because it's a completely different type of thing, right? So it's not a tile anymore, and I need to click things that are not tiles. So they'll have it will have a collision. And for the mechanics, that's not too bad. But anyway, I mean, we got this far. I think I'm happy with the progress, and I need to refresh my memory with a number of things anyway, so... I'm wondering if I had anybody in the chat. Opening browser. No, no one. That's good. It's fine. Just wanted to see if there was anybody saying anything. Well, it wasn't even open anyway. Okay. Well, that's all for now. Have a good day.